In this video I want to take a look at employment references in Ireland. What are the legal considerations? What are the legal issues? Clearly, when an employee leaves the employment or is forced to leave the employment, there's a fair degree of disappointment if a reference is not provided, and depending on the relationship, a good reference. So what is the obligation on the employer in terms of employment references? Okay, let's have a look. Generally, the position is that there's no obligation on the employer to give a reference. However, that may be changing. In 1995, there was a UK case called Spring versus Guardian Insurance. And this case set out certain circumstances that may give rise to an implied term in the contract of employment that a reference will be provided. The UK regulatory body for insurance, or the insurance industry, Loutro, had a rule stating that the employer was obliged to give a reference to a new employer in respect of a departing employee. In this situation, I believe that the departing employee was not given a reference, and essentially the UK court held that it was a term or implied term of his contract that he would get one. Now, that is not the situation in Ireland. I'm not saying that it is, but I am saying that it may give rise, certainly in the future, depending on the circumstances, depending on the profession, depending on the industry, where there may well be an implied term in the contract of employment that a reference will be provided. For example, if it was impossible for an employee to get a new job and exercise his constitutional right to earn a living, well then it may well be the case that he is or she is entitled to a reference. The question arises then about the duty of care in terms of giving references. The duty of care, according to UK case law, and it's not that well developed in Ireland yet, is that the reference is true, fair and accurate. You need to note that it does not have to be comprehensive. So it can be, to a certain extent, economical with the truth. However, it must not mislead. So it can be, or it must be, true, fair and accurate. It does not have to be comprehensive. The remedies open to an employee then, in respect of references, in respect of inaccurate or untrue or misleading references, would be or might give rise to a claim for breach of contract, might give rise to a negligence claim, might give rise to a defamation claim, a claim perhaps that the European Convention on Human Rights was broken, perhaps a discrimination claim, or that the employee's constitutional right to earn a living has been impeded or infringed. So in summary, in relation to employment references in Ireland, generally there's no obligation on the employer to give one. However, if one is given, it must be accurate and fair. It does not have to be full and comprehensive, and it must not mislead. My name is Gorry. I'm a solicitor in Enfield. I do a fair bit of employment law. If you find this video useful, you might please give it the thumbs up. Thanks a lot.